Chris, what do you say to those that believe that a metareligion is a needless compromise?
I'd say that it contains the core structure common to all rational, well-formed religions. That's precisely the structure on which no religion can afford to compromise at all. And that core structure is, of course, the CTMU, or as we sometimes call it, logos, or the metaformal system.
Christians believe that the only way to salvation is via Christianity, while Muslims believe that their way of worshiping Allah is the only viable way.
The only viable way for them, as long as they identify strictly with their particular religion and thus embrace its doctrines. However, they can't do this at the expense of core structure, without vitiating general soteriological salvational criteria and falling afoul of their own religions. Only the unfaithful can reject the core structure of religion, so they're stuck. There is no way that they can deviate from the core structure of religion as long as they pretend to be faithful to any religion at all.
At the basis of it, though, it seems like our God, each of our God is the same one. What is preventing religious leaders from acknowledging this?
Yeah, you're right. God is ultimate reality. It's the existential identity or the central feature of the core structure of all rational religions. But this is rejected by many so-called religious leaders for the obvious reason, because they're wolves to the flock. They function not on God's behalf for the sake of mankind, but on their own behalf for their own sakes. They're pretenders, unwilling to relinquish their false authority and the power and wealth it has brought them or promises to bring them. It's as simple as that. They're just not doing their jobs. They're not doing what they pretend to do. They're out for themselves, and that's the problem.
Yeah, they seem very jealous of their flocks.
Well, yes, if you're a religious big deal, if you're the head of your own religion, or if you're a top cleric in your own religion, obviously you've got wealth and power, right? Even if you don't have personal wealth, like if you're a Catholic priest, for example, you're not really allowed to be rich. Nevertheless, you work for a very rich organization, the Catholic Church, and you can live in luxury, because at least I'm not saying that an ordinary parish priest can live like that, but certainly somebody in the Vatican. I'm not going to say that no pastor should be allowed to own a nice home and to have certain luxuries in his life. On the other hand, it's what he has given up to get that. If he's given up his soul, for example, then he shouldn't be a pastor anymore. Some of these pastors will take money from the poor, people who little old ladies who literally are, living on cat food, and will take their money and buy luxuries for themselves. And that's something that's very hard to agree with. But, they do it. They've been doing it for a long time. Some of them tell everybody to go out and do it. God wants us all to be rich. Go on out there, get rich. Okay, and some people actually believe them. But this is, I think, putting the wrong complexion